Hello and welcome to the June 2025 Grade 10 Paper 1. We are doing question 2 today. Let's start with 2.1. Change the cover page as follows. Move the information found on page 2 into the relevant content controls. These are called content controls. This is a title content control and this is the abstract content control. We need to move these two things into the appropriate content controls. So I'm going to select this and press Ctrl X, which is to cut, and I will paste that here. And again, Ctrl X. And before I paste it here, as you can see, there is some text here, so I will remove the text or select the entire text and then paste. Paste is Ctrl V, cut is Ctrl X. And the third part of it says that ensure that there are no blank pages or comments in the document. This is a blank page. We need to remove this blank page. Watch, I'm going to type something here. When you click and you press on backspace, you see it removes from the left. But when I press delete, it is removing from the right. So when I want to remove this page and I put the cursor here, I do not want to remove from the left, I want to remove from the right. That is why I press delete and delete again and delete again. So that page is deleted and my text has moved up. Let's move on to 2.2. Insert automatic page numbering in the tildes format to display in the page footer of the document. So you scroll down to the footer. Easiest way, just double click at the bottom of the page. Another way to do that is to go to Insert. Okay, we go to page number, bottom of page, and you search for the tildes. There we go. They can ask you for anything. It can be 3 lines, there's a square, there's a rectangle. You go and search for that specific type of header or footer. Okay, to exit the footer, you either double click outside or you can just press Escape and you have exited the header or the footer. 2.3, find the image below the heading 9 Tasmania and modify the image to match the other images in the document. If you look at this image, we need to make this one look like this one. All right, so I'm going to check in the picture format, I'm going to check the size, which is 5 and 10. I click on this one and I change this to 5. And I want to change this to 10, but as you notice, this one changes as well. Reason being, when I go to the size dialog box, you will see that the lock aspect ratio is selected, meaning that the height and the width must be in the specific ratio. So if I unselect this, then it won't follow a specific ratio, which will allow you to change the numbers as you please. So I want this to be a 5 and a 10, and now that works. Right, then you can move this to the center. And if you also look at the picture border, it's black and the weight is 3 point. Let us look at this picture border. It's black, the weight is 3 point. So those were the only two things we were supposed to change. The height and the width, the lock aspect ratio, and just to move it more to the center. Question 2.4, find the heading 8 Bali. Change the word Indonesia found in the first sentence in the paragraph below the heading to display in small caps. So we want to change the Indonesia in the first sentence in the paragraph below the heading. So it's this part that is selected or highlighted in yellow. So I'm going to change this to small caps. You will not remove and retype anything. You are going to select this and say lowercase. Then 2.5, find the heading for Santorini, Greece. Fill the rectangle shape with the picture to Greece, which can be found in your exam folder. So I'm going to go down to Greece and I will select this by clicking on the border, right click on the border and say fill with a picture from a file on the desktop, June exam, and to Greece. And that's it. Your next question, find the heading 1 Kauai in Hawaii, USA, and work in the paragraph below the heading. Distribute the text evenly between the margins to display like the other text. You can see this is just 1 mark. It's one simple thing that you have to do. Let's look at this one and look at this one. You will see that this text starts at the same position and ends at the same position. This one does not. So all you need to do is just change it to justify. You need to justify the text. Okay, then 2.7. This is called a smart art. It follows bullets. I'm going to show you how that works. Find the smart art graphic on the landscape page and modify it to appear as shown below. Ignore the colors, meaning don't worry about the colors. So we want continental islands, coral islands, and oceanic islands. So we have continental islands and oceanic islands. You are going to click on the smart art, and as soon as you click on it, you will see this. If it does not pop up, you can always just click on this little arrow to make this pop up. All right. Your first one, your main thing here is supposed to be islands. So I'm going to type that out here. It's supposed to be white. So all you need to do is select it and change the font to white. Okay. Then you need to add a third one, which is, we have continental and oceanic. Continental and oceanic, we're missing a coral. Coral islands. Okay, and it is not in the correct place. It needs to be here. So if you go to Smart Art Design, can you see here it is just to move up, and it just changes its position. As simple as that. If you want to promote or demote, this will mean that it will change a level. If you promote, it's going to move to the same level as the islands. And if you demote this, then it's going to move to the next level. All right. Then lastly, find the table on the last page below the heading More Islands. Use a formula in the last row of the table to calculate the total number of islands in this list. So we need to add a formula here to add the total number of islands. It will be in this row, but it is in this green block here. The total number of islands. There's no calculation, there's no addition here. We are just counting how many islands there are in this column. So we go to table layout and then you select FX. Your paste function is going to be a count and not a sum. A sum is to add, but here we are just counting. And what are we counting? We are counting above. So we type above and you say okay. And this tells us that there are 33 islands above. And that is it.